Hello everybody, my name is Lucas and welcome back to a mega episode of Bionicle Heroes. I know I said I would record one of these over the past couple weeks and then I never ended up doing that, which is unfortunate. And then I was kind of super busy over the weekend and kind of couldn't quite find the time to record. And this is Monday night, so just a little explanation as to why the normal uploads aren't there for today. It's really just really just lack of foresight on my part. So, yeah, recording this mega episode just because I kind of felt like it. So yeah, since the last mega episode we got the canister locator. I'm not going to go back through any of the levels we'd already done just yet. Gonna wait to do that until after we I'm gonna wait to do that until after we can after we beat Vezon, and then we can actually unlock everything and go for the 100%. So yeah, now that the intro is out of the way, I can just kind of say that busy weekend. That is quite literally a poolside seat. So since the last time I did an episode, we had what's happened? I'm just trying to remember. There's the ye old Friday Night Magic, which always fun. I played a black-white tokens deck, went 2-2, winning against a couple matchups that if I hadn't won I would have been very disappointed in myself. Just newer or just less experienced players, and mildly subpar decks. Like, not trying to sound uppity or whatever, but if I had lost those matches, I would have been very disappointed with myself. Like decks that, I'm talking decks being played in a modern tournament that don't do anything until turn 4. And then people saying that they're competitive. I don't know. I appreciate that everyone has their own meta, but I don't know, not trying to be harsh, but as a competitive player, it is annoying when a casual player thinks that they know what a competitive deck is better than you, when their so-called competitive deck basically requires surviving until turn 5, 4 or 5, before it starts getting going. Or they're just like, oh, it uses these 3 cards as a synergy that isn't really a synergy, doesn't work together very well. Then the next 2 rounds I played against a blue-white control deck and Bant Spirits, both of which are tier 1 decks. And I did, all things considered, even though I lost both rounds, I did pretty well. I took a game off both of them, and the other games were usually pretty close. Apparently, Bant Spirits doesn't like their opponent to languish them and then put 21 power and creatures onto the board. Though I can't think of many decks that would be okay with that. Maybe an Ensnaring Bridge deck, but then they wouldn't get languished. Then day after that was day after that we had the Store Championship, which was draft. I was very disappointed to find that out, but oh well, what can you do? People voted on it, and a lot of the people who voted on it neither showed up nor played. And we got a lot less people than we usually do, so that might have just been luck of the draw, but it also very easily could have been the choice of format. All things considered, though, I came in second, which, considering I don't fancy myself as a good draft player, I think I did pretty well. I drafted red-white because my research and practice drafts showed me that red-white was the best color combination, or most reliably good color combination, I think would be a better way to put it. Oh, I'm guessing this is a 2-for with Bazon. Yeah, that's unfortunate. My first pack had only 1 card in the colors I was hoping to go for, but the card was Heroic Reinforcements, which, when you're thinking to draft red-white, Heroic Reinforcements is probably the best card you can first pick. I don't know, maybe Lathless the Dragon Queen or whatever. But I think that's just a card you first pick no matter what, and build your entire strategy around. But Heroic Reinforcements, for anyone who might not know, 4 mana, sorcery speed, 2 white, or 2, a white and a red. and you get 2 1/1s, and then creatures you control get +1/+1 in haste until the end of turn, which is really friggin' good. If you're playing a low to the ground aggro strategy, and by the time you cast that, you've got like 3 creatures in play. When that pack came back around to me, the second time it came around, I had to pick a pretty dead card, which was unfortunate, but the first time it came back around to me, since there was nothing else I wanted, I took a Infernal Reckoning, which was the rare for that pack. Useless in draft, but really good in modern, because it's basically 1 mana, kill what the Tron, or get rid of the Tron player's threat, and gain a bunch of life to make it harder for the other threats to deal with. So it like deals with Ulamog, it deals with Wormcoil, deals with Worldbreaker if they're running it for 1 mana. It deals with Thought-Knot Seer, though that's not really where you want to be. Unfortunately, it doesn't deal with Emrakul in either sense, but I mean, that's kind of just rough in general. Whereabouts am I going to be? Oh, there's like a Hollygate back here, isn't there? Yeah, I drafted a pretty decent deck. Just red, white, low the ground aggro, and managed to, without damaging my pool, value draft a Infernal Reckoning and a Escape Shift. Also got my hands on a Magistrate's Scepter, which is a card that I wanted specifically because I'm thinking about trying to throw together a charge counter deck. And if I were to do that, a really good card for such a deck would be a card that basically says 4 mana, as long as you can keep putting charge counters on, as long as you can keep putting 3 charge counters on this every turn, you will never lose the game, or you will never be without a turn. Because what it does is, yeah, you pay, it's 3 mana artifact. I think it's 3 mana, it might be 4, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. And you get an artifact that says, pay 4 to put a charge counter on it, and you tap it, remove 3 charge counters, take an extra turn after this one. And then, so what you do is use things like Surge Node, Core Tapper, I think is what it's called, and then like Energy Chamber, and you get to basically just go off and take infinite turns as long as you can keep putting 3 charge counters on it. yes, I'm totally building this deck. It just sounds like a good time, and sounds actually pretty decent. Like, I think you could go off on like, yeah, provided you had a core tapper on like, yeah, provided you had a core tapper on like turn 1 or 2, you could quite easily get your hands on one sec, I'm going back because I missed one and I don't know how. But yeah, if you have enough things out, then you can just really easily take infinite turns and use that to like mill them out with Shriekhorn or okay, how did I just not notice that? I feel stupid for not noticing that. But yeah, I think I could make a version of it that could go off on like turn 4 pretty cheaply. Like get Surge Node on 1, Core Tapper on 2, maybe Voltaic Key and second Surge Tapper, or second Core Tapper on 3. And then on turn 4, go for the Gusto. And take infinite turns with a Magistrate's Scepter. Anyway, that's enough about janky magic. I went 3-1 at the store championship, and one of the people who goes was who I consider a very close friend. He won. It's actually the first Magic event he has placed first at, which, I mean, that's pretty awesome that it was one of that magnitude. Because, like, winning F&M is one thing, but, like, you win a playmat. It's just a shame that because there was no, other than the the deck boxes and other than the deck boxes and other than the deck boxes and the playmat, there was really no prizes to speak of. So, yeah, all we really got were the playmat and the deck boxes. Got like 3 out of 5, but I know where the 2 are. and one newest Toa disc, and 3 of the Tomato masks. Also 107 Lego bits. Mountain path upgrade from bronze to a gold. 202.5 million Lego pieces collected. Pretty sweet. Oh hey, I got an achievement for that. See, I missed 2 silver canisters there. And 1 gold canister there. Alright, let's head to Blizzard Peaks again. Get a bit of that nice uncut action with some drinking water. So recently I realized that the claim that I can play every deck in the modern Magic format, it's a little outdated, because since that was before, that was before KCI became a thing. Might have been before Holo One became big. I know it was a thing that had seen play, but I don't think it was a serious deck when I said that. But now it's I can't say that anymore, because people will be like, oh well, you play this deck? And then accept that deck and that deck, and then I realized that there's 5 or 6 decks that I haven't played. So I spent the day just going through the modern metagame and building a version of each deck that I enjoy, that I would like to play, and or just each deck in general. And it's didn't take me very long. And I fixed some, quote unquote fixed some deck building choices I found to be a little lackluster. But the nice thing about using MTG Goldfish for that kind of thing is they give you example deck, and then a big old list of cards. There's a bunch of decks you can choose from as example decks based on recent appearances. And then it shows you the cards that are played in that deck and what percentage of that archetype play the card and stuff like that. That's really handy. Alright, well, oh yeah, recently I've been playing Borderlands with one of my oldest friends, just for fun. And the game's actually pretty damn fun, although I must admit that the class balance is I've only seen 2 of the 4 classes, so I don't know if it's like this for all of them. But the class balance is pretty garbo. Like, I'm playing as the Siren. And, I don't know, the ability to go invincible, do a whole bunch of splash damage, then heal, and then come out of invincibility and do even more splash damage. Seems pretty overpowered to me. Like, it'll cut a boss fight down to a matter of a few seconds sometimes. Well, it feels like a few seconds. It's probably like a minute and a half or something. Except for like unconventional boss fights. Those can be a bit of a hassle. A new Spider-Man game came out. That's recent enough. I think I might end up. I think I might try playing, not that Spider-Man game, but a Spider-Man game. The one I have that is on a console that I have. Because I do not. I'd have a PS4, and as far as I know, it's like a PS4 and maybe PC game. If it's on PC, then I'll probably end up getting it on PC, because it looks awesome. But if it's not, then I'm not bothered. I've got a Spider-Man game. I can fulfill my web slinging whenever I see fit. Oh, things to talk about are few and far between. I guess that's the one. I guess that's the one downside to mega episodes. Oh, I need to do this one first. I'm smart. Is you kind of have to have a lot of stuff to talk about in a mega episode, and if you wanted to do that, you might have to think about it beforehand. And of course I did not think about it beforehand, because why would I do that? Probably for the reasons I just mentioned. Ooh, Propagate. There we go. Just cut out the middleman with the door. It's behind me somewhere. There it is. Oh man, don't you just hate the feeling when you think it feels like you're about to sneeze? Sucks. Um, and there's vase. There's one that I need vase on to get. And so let's throw a bunch of stuff on here. Can I just say that I wish IKEA furniture would go together that easily? Or hell, just things with instructions in general. It's never that easy. It never just goes together. There's always the troubleshooting and the taking apart of where you messed up. This is deceptively powerful. It says there's two things, but I'm not seeing them. Oh. Got her back, he jumped right back up. And now, silent something. I don't know, I forgot my joke halfway through before I even made it. That joke was dead on arrival. Could make a joke about my sex life here, but that would just be some low-hanging fruit. You can't see me smiling as I repeatedly set myself up for jokes that I know are just too easy for me to make them and consider them funny. But I just keep thinking of them and just keeps going. Okay, so they made it way. I think they they either over or underestimated this part. I'm guessing there was a thing here that is no longer here. But I'm invincible, so I don't really give a damn. There. Yeah, I'm guessing there was a silver canister down there. I don't know why I'm so bad at commentary today. I'll just bank it on being a little out of practice. Time for another sip of water. Yeah, they definitely made it way too easy to get hero mode for that part. See how easy they made it here. Almost ridiculously easy. Given how I'm already at 2 of 8 bars. Unless they just stop sending enemies at me. Ah, there we go, more enemies. So, in a little over a month, I will be 20, which is quite the thing. Made it 2 decades, didn't fuck up bad enough to just stop. And yeah, honestly, don't know how life's gonna go, but I hate uncertainty, you know? Just, you look at your future and you're like, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, and there's a lot of ways this could go wrong. But, I mean, I play the odds. There's a lot of ways my life could have gone really wrong before this point. Like, the best example, I could have been decapitated by a chicken wire fence when I was 6. Whoop, I just punched the camera by accident. There you go. Another group of enemies. And then just instantly get the 2 bars we need. There we go. I think Nadiki's one of the easier boss fights. I know I was talking about something serious before that, but I don't know, I feel like a lot of my videos have gone into the serious talk sort of deal, and I don't know. I'd very much like to be able to keep things nice and lighthearted, but sometimes that's just not the way it goes. If I ever do a Draw My Life, it's going to be kind of interesting. Well, I'd say both interesting and not super interesting. Because like, I feel like a lot of people would look at my life and be like, huh, well, that's not so bad. Especially from the outside, like, they just see, like, how I am on the outside. Because I will say this, I'm a very different person if you just, like, know me as an acquaintance, or if you, like, actually know me. I am a very different person, depending on those two things. Because if you know me as an acquaintance, you'll be familiar with me as just constantly happy, upbeat, and positive about as much as I can be. But the reason I'm like that is because I went through some shit and kind of couldn't let on that I was going through shit. So yeah, that'd be interesting to talk about and get to show off my shitty art. Yeah, it's not the worst, I will say that. But my art. I mean, ooh, got an Onorak. And we're missing Galley's Toamata Mask. And Lizard Peaks is now completed on gold. Don't forget to visit Balta. I know how much we got. Oh, we're actually like a level away from being able to buy the first bonus mission. Or we can just save up and get them all at the same time, because yes. Thok's Grotto. I think we can complete Thok's Grotto. Well, that was easy. in a sense, this is kind of like a podcast, which is something else I would consider doing, but honestly, I'm doing so much other stuff. I don't really wanna. Don't really want to commit myself to another project at the moment. Break the space-time continuum a little bit here. Yeah, just because if I were to like do any more projects, I'm already pretty stressed out. I mean, I'd be stressed out even if I wasn't doing any projects. But then you add on all these little bits and pieces that I'm doing, and it's not it's something I don't let on to very much. And the reason I talk about it here is, let's be honest, very few people watch my normal length videos. So how many people are going to watch a hour-long video? See, I can feel safe to talk about. Yeah, I can feel pretty safe to just kind of vent about my life here, because it's not likely that people are really gonna show much interest. Fully aware that I sound like incredibly self-critical. It's because I am. It's accurate. You become used to being told that your best is never good enough, even if you're literally doing the best that you can do. Which, it's a little disheartening when you're 7 or 8. It's even disheartening when you're a teen. So yeah, you ever wonder why I'm constantly putting myself down in my videos? Not constantly, but often putting myself down in my videos. The exaggerating to make a point thing is also a side effect. It's the only way people would listen to me. Oh, shit. There we go. That's first hit. Shouldn't be struggling for things to talk about, but a lot of it just seems so mundane. For instance, I cleaned out my closet for fear of silverfish. Found one very dead, very dead silverfish. And, yeah. Apparently, yeah, they're not smart at all. But that's pretty obvious when you see them run towards the giant thing that's trying to squash them. Like, I'll distract it so my no friends can get away. Ah, damn it. I can't tell if I was just that out of it or the attacks were actually that powerful. And there we go. Aw, can't scope in on him. His legs done ditched him. Swing wide here. And now I go through this. And I might actually have time for one more level after this. It's going to be a bit of a shorter mega episode, but I know, still counts. So the thing that is most important to me on this channel is having fun. Because I'm not making any money doing this, and I'm not really gaining any popularity. But even then, what matters most to me is just having fun doing this. And as far as that goes, I am still having fun. Where and then I went to Radak. Got none of the gold canisters on this one, so let's go. That is Avak. Holy, that's not overpowered at all. It's only kind of overpowered, to be completely fair. Well, I opened that up. Nothing showing up on the map though, except the masks that I'm missing. But holy hell, that is totally fair and not brokenly overpowered at all. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a canister in there before. Oh. And I guess, okay. So something I've been doing a lot more of recently, not a lot more, a lot recently, is trying to hold myself to a very strict schedule. And I was having trouble with that for a while. And then now I'm like fully committing to it. And this schedule involves multiple hours of exercise a day. Or different types of exercise. For instance, like spending an hour on like an hour of cardio, an hour on my arms, or maybe 45 minutes on my arms, and then like half an hour on my legs, maybe more. And it's not like oh, I'm gonna get super buff workout routine, which that's never what I was going for. I just woke up, felt really unhealthy, wanted to change that. And yeah. When you wake up in, when you wake up feeling like that, and you know it's because of, like, how you were living, it kind of changes your outlook a little bit. Oh, that is cool. Let me just open this up and accidentally elbow the camera again. Because I have no spatial awareness. Because I'm a big, clumsy sack of shit. You know what I should do? I should ask people for, like, questions and shit I can answer while I'm doing these, because then I can talk about more shit. Oh yeah, I discovered, like, a whole other... I don't know how much people noticed it, but I've started incorporating more editing into my other videos. And that's really just because as I found a use for a whole other part of the software I was using, which is really old version of iMovie. And gotta stop elbowing the damn camera. Also gotta stop hiccuping, jeez. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, super professional. Just hiccuping away. Normally I'm better at, well anyways, watch me for an extended period of time would know that I'm usually a bit better with my commentary, but I don't know. I'm just kind of getting a bit lost in thought, and it's not the best way to be when you're trying to talk over a game, and who knows for how long I'll be able to do this. So yeah. I guess I'm not getting another hero mode in this one. Oh wow, there's a door right there. And... oh, it's a lift. It explains why it's lifting me into the air. Oh. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Break open this. Legitimately nothing in there except... well... oh well then. You know what's really stupid? I know damn well you can't respond, but oh, I guess I'm not getting that today. People voting on something incredibly important to the future when they don't understand it. Like, a lot of the people in positions of power today don't fully understand innovations that have been made within the latter half of their lifetime. And then they vote on massive things that affect everyone. It's dumb. Like, I know things aren't perfect in Canada. There's that gold thing taunting me. Because, yeah, let's face it, perfect is a construct created by people who want to basically basically perfect is something to make people feel bad about themselves when they have no reason to be. Because nothing will be perfect. That's pretty much a guarantee that nothing will ever be perfect. But the fact of the matter is that, and have there been questionable decisions made? Oh yeah, definitely. But fact of the matter is, there's not been much anything that would start any sort of conflict of massive scale. Not anything that would be considered harmful to, I don't know, the internet, whatever. I'm very tired. Like, I know I'm gonna be up for like a good hour or so after I finish this, but still, I'm very tired. Ooh, there's stuff back here. Oh. So yeah, no hockey today. Mostly because I'm already stressed out. I believe we're in the playoffs. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a week. Hopefully I can figure some of this shit out and be less stressed. Of course, I'm gonna look like an idiot if immediately after we win a Stanley Cup. And then, yeah. I've been considering moving the, like either alternating weeks or just whenever I feel like it for NHL videos. Just because I want to do more Magic content. Like, that's something that I feel like I wanted to do, but then I didn't know how to do it, and now I'm kind of getting a better idea of how. But I'm committing myself to making like hockey videos and stuff. I'm not saying I would stop, just saying I would maybe cut them down to like once every couple weeks or something like that. Just because I can't like record. Well, I can't record during the day. I record in the living room and rely on nature's dark room, aka nighttime, on a camera with 2 hours battery life. So I can't go like on a binge record 5 hours at a time. Damn you, auto lock on. And yeah, unless I was able to do this for a living, I want to just kind of do more stuff that I feel interested in, as opposed to like interested in is the wrong word. I don't want it to feel forced. If at any point I feel like I'm forcing myself to do a game or a series or something like that, then I'm liable to stop doing it. Just because that's not fun. And fun is the reason I started this channel. Fun is the reason I have been uploading to this channel. And whenever something stops being fun, like Pokemon Battle Revolution, I got to a Coliseum that was fun, and I took a break that ended up lasting 2 years. Now, that was largely due to the fact that I was moving and going through a lot of stuff, but that was also partly because that Coliseum was a nightmare. Like, even if that stuff hadn't happened, I still think it would have taken me close to the same amount of time to get back into it. Just because whenever I wanted to do that Coliseum, I failed. And I failed again. And that wasn't even the first time I had tried recording in the end of that Coliseum. I had tried, I think, 3 or 4 times before that happened, before the one that actually got put to air. 'Cause that was just how it was. Damn it, I missed. Yeah, point is I might end up doing like one less gaming video or something like that. Like, I might just do 2 or 3 episodes in a series every week. And then call it that. And then that would give me time to, like, work on making magic videos or making sketches or, like, doing more creative stuff. And I would still do the other stuff, but if at any point, but it would help me to avoid feeling like I'm forcing myself to do any of these videos. Because I do enjoy them, but then times when I don't enjoy them, I make videos like this, where I'm just like, not interested in doing the stuff that I've been working through before, if that makes sense. Don't know, I'm collecting stuff. It doesn't save anyway. Wait, I'll grab one more to see. See, I got a pretty sizable amount. Oh, I know. Yeah, because I think we need about double what we've gotten in total. Just take a look at the achievement wall. Next bastion. So those are Visora. 100 Balrog, 500 Balrog, that would be 1,000 Balrog, 50 Vaki, 100 enemies defeated as Jaller, 150, 50, 100 enemies defeated as Hilki, Congo, Jaller, Holly. I guess some of these are easier than others. Yeah, Matoros are low. Shows defeat 1,000 Bark, defeat 250 Vaki, defeat 500 Vaki. 1 million or 5 million Lego pieces, which will be quite easy to get. Alright. Well, it's been an hour and a half. An entire half hour since I considered calling it. So hopefully I completed my thoughts in this episode. Honestly, I don't know. If I didn't, I'm sorry, and I'll clear that up in another video. So anyways, thank you everyone for sticking with me through a mega episode. Don't know why you did, honestly, but I appreciate it. Maybe that's what you were doing. In which case, I mean, I'm good with that. I listen to YouTube videos to fall asleep too. And videos with someone talking rather quietly and sometimes falling into silent thought. Honestly, not bad for sleep material. So thank you everyone for watching. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment if you have an idea for something I should do. Though I have plenty of ideas at the moment. Or hell, just leave a comment if you enjoyed. I always enjoy seeing a comment, though it always takes me off guard. And I'll see y'all next time.